Live from the LeFebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 18th season of local high school sports television, is proud to present the PVL Championship game. Tonight in the battle for first place, the Pioneer Valley League, your Placer Hillman take on the Bear River Bruins. It's a battle between the two top teams in the PVL, and all the football action begins right here, right now, on your NorCal Game of the Week. The Placer Hillmen take the field tonight in the battle for first place and a shot at the league title as they host their cross-county rivals, the Bear River Bruins. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen. Our producer and director for tonight's game is Gil Dominguez, and he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team of Sanyu Enos and Cody Hitchcock, who have made the trip to LeFebvre Stadium to bring you this key PVL contest on a Saturday night and in a pouring rain. Both teams are 2-0 in the PVL and are currently tied for first place, although the road to get here has been quite different for each team. For the Hillmen, it all began with a rare forfeiture by the Center Cougars after many players were suspended for fighting and they could not field a team for their league game opener against Placer. And the Hillmen then went on to take and beat Foothills, who is now 1-6 on the season, and took care of business with a 55-13 victory to shake off the rust of inactivity over a couple of weeks. And the Bear River Bruins, they opened up league play against Foothills and easily defeated Foothills by a score of 40-6, which set the stage for last week's drama against Colfax. The game came right down to the wire in the fourth quarter with a turnover developed by the Colfax Falcons and a game-winning drive taken up then on the 20-yard line by Bear River to come out on top by a score of 21-20. So now both of these two teams are undefeated. They come together tonight with the winner having a clear shot at the title for this PVL 2014 season. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to us tonight on our NCTV Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink 16, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, and on our Touchdown Production Game of the Week, your YouTube channel. We've got a good game for you here tonight in Week 8 of this football PVL season. A battle between the two undefeated teams. It's Placer Hillman taking on the Bear River Bruins, coming up next right here on your Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our fourth location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the Foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Welcome back to LeFebvre Stadium here in Auburn, California on a rainy, rare Saturday night. The game was postponed from last night because of all the police action and the shooting of the two sheriffs, one in Sacramento County and one in Placer County. And our condolences go out to the families of those slain officers, and what a tough night it was for everybody. The game was scheduled, and then because of the perpetrator was captured only about 2.5 blocks away from here, this whole campus was turned into a cordoned-off center with all of the police action. So we're here tonight. Last night was a beautiful evening in the 60s. Tonight it's in the 50s and cold and rainy. But those things happen, and the sparse crowd, but the dedicated fans from both Placer and Bear River are here tonight. As you can see the rain coming down. It is let up a little bit right now as the third and fourth quarter of the varsity game, which was won by a junior varsity game, which was won by Bear River by a score of 20-6. It was raining quite hard, and now at the start of this warm-up before the game starts, the rain has just turned to light sprinkles, which is good. The field is in very good shape tonight, and we should have a very good game here very shortly. Let's take a look at the standings in the PVL. As there it is, after 7 weeks, Placer and Bear River on top with 2-0 league wins, followed by Placer with 5-2 overall record, and Bear River 6-1 with 6 wins in a row. Colfax now at 1-1. Well, actually, they're 1-2 because they lost last night to Center. Center would now be at 2-1. Lincoln lost last night to Foothill, and so they'll be 0-3. Foothill be 1-2 in 1-2 in league play. So there's your PVL Football League standings, and now for the SFL, as you can see, Folsom kind of running away with it here with. They and Rockland, both 3-0 in league play and 7-0, and 7 wins consecutively in the football season this year. Granite Bay follows with a 2-1 record, 5-2 overall. Then Del Oro 2-2, Wood Creek 1-2, Oak Ridge 1-3, and the Miners 0-4. Take a look at the volleyball standings in the PVL. Placer on top with a 5-0, 11-10 overall. Bear River, coming back after a loss to Placer and a loss to Colfax, is now 6-2, 16-10 overall. The 2 wins in a row. Colfax now at 3-2. Lincoln at 2-6. Foothill 0-2, and Center comes in at 0-4. Your SFL volleyball, Granite Bay on top, along with Rockland, the 2 powerhouse, 9-1 in league play. and some great records overall, 23-7 for Granite Bay and 23-12 for Rockland. So there's the two powerhouses, along with followed by Oak Ridge 7-2, Wood Creek at 4-6, Nevada Union 12-6 overall, but only 2-7 in league play. Del Oro 2-7, and Folsom 0-9. Don't forget to join us next week as we go out to J. David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School, where the Center Cougars, who after their default game have come back strong, and they beat Colfax last night, and they will be taking on the Bear River Bruins at Bear River. You can watch all the action on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20, and don't forget to go out to touchdownproductions.com and the YouTube channel and check out the game on your YouTube channel. As both teams now beginning to warm up, the rain is just following lightly, and there's a good shot of the Placer Hillman, and along with the referees, the captains will be going out to the center of the field very shortly, and they'll be having the toss of the coin, and we're looking forward to a big game here tonight. The fans that did come out are going to be treated to a very good ball game tonight. They've got you can hear the band in the background from Placer High School Marching Band is down under a whole bunch of easy ups down in front of me, and they've got their, I guess they're going to be doing a routine at halftime because they've got their plastic covering over their their uniforms, and they're underneath the tent playing the music. So they're ready for the rain. The fans are ready for the rain, and I think Touchdown Productions and our crew out here tonight going up against the elements, but we're going to try to bring you a very positive PVL game here tonight for first place. All right, we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer and Bear River Bruins here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
Accidents happen, and Trips Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Trips is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Trips works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Trips Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. 3rd generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Delta Home Loans has been matching home buyers with the right home loan since 1989. John and Suzanne Voder really know our market and know what it takes to get you into the home of your dreams. That's why they've been voted Nevada County's best. John and Suzanne Voder love to be part of our community and congratulate Bear River Bruin football team. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
Welcome back to LeFebvre Stadium. We just had the coin toss in the middle of the field, and we're just about ready for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll be right back with tonight's kickoff. Currently, right now, both teams at 2-0 and looking to take a big hold on the PVL Championship. Now for our national anthem.
Tragically, yesterday, two fine officers, Placer County Sheriff Detective Michael Davis Jr. and Sacramento County Sheriff Deputy Danny Oliver, lost their lives in the line of duty. We mourn the tragic loss of lives and injuries, and our deepest sympathies go out to the victims, their families, and friends. Please join us in a moment of silence to honor these fallen heroes. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good shot right there as of the Placer High School Marching Band doing an excellent job on the Star Spangled Banner rendition. And we're about ready for some football. The fans that are here are very excited and on their feet clapping, and it's going to be a barn burner tonight as both teams are getting their final instructions. The referees are taking their place on the field, and we're ready for some football. PVL Championship football here tonight as your Bear River Bruins take on the Placer Hillman. Placer will be kicking off. Back to receive is Clary and also Mostrella.
Number 3, Dave Mostrella. Number 5, Kyle Uclaray.
On the sidelines tonight for Bear River, unable to play from injuring his ankle last week, was Travis Whitehead. He won't be in the lineup tonight, so that is a big loss. They did bring up a player we'll talk about, but here is the kickoff. The kick is going to go to Mostrella. He takes it on the 10. He's at the 20. He's a hole, breaks to the outside, and he's up on a big return to the 35-yard line where Bear River will take over 1st and 10. on their own 35-yard line. They'll mark it, and we're ready to go with this potential championship PVL broadcast. Touchdown Productions, Gil Dominguez, Marty Mortensen, and the rest of the crew on hand here tonight to bring you all this exciting Battle of the Unbeaten. So Bear River voter now, he hands off, slipping and going, trying to go around the left side, no place to go. That was Uclari as he slipped. Looks like he may have lost a yard. Let's see where they spot it. Yeah. That'll be a big loss for Bear River as he come out, if he has to come out, because he is either the best or one of the best running backs for the Bear River offense. There's a handoff. It's going to be a pass going down. That is O'Brien, and he runs for maybe 5 yards. He was looking deep for Wagner, but well covered back in the secondary by the Hillmen. So that maybe gets, let's see, maybe gets a couple of yards out of that. He was probably wise not to throw that ball at that point, because it was, defender was well covered. Had the so here we go. It's third down and long, or second down and long. I'm sorry. Nope, they just changed it to third down, so we'll get it straight. Voter looking three in the pattern. He's going to get. Going to have to run it. He's still going. He's going to be slides, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. So that'll bring up fourth down and about 2. Punting team comes in for the Bruins. Back to do the kicking will be Ben Olina. Back to receive is Perez. And Pierce back for short kick. And it's going to take a Bear River bounce. It'll be down on the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Placer. So Bear River goes 3 and out. And let's see what the Hillmen can do. The Hillmen are very strong in the running department, and I suspect that they will be chalking up quite a few running yards here tonight. So coming up, looking to pass, and let's see, going down, and is caught on the, and he could go all the way, but he's going to be tackled down at the 23-yard line. That pass was to Owen Scott, number 21. Wow, right on the money. So Placer, as I mentioned, they were going to be a running team. Tonight they're going to be a passing team. So watch this. Going back to pass is the quarterback, and he launches this one right on the money. Hit him in stride. Coming over for Bear River, I can't see the number, but was able to touchdown saving tackle. And there's a handoff that goes for a couple down to about the 20-yard line.
Just short of the 20-yard line. A gain of a little more than 2. Second down and 8.
So Bear River's got themselves in a spot right here, going 3 and out, and now Placer on the move. Full house backfield and an inside handoff, and that goes nowhere, and as a loss is going to be taken back to about the 25-yard line. In on that tackle, big number 71, and that's Fetter. Smelled that play out. Bring third down and about 11.
Third down, 11.
Big pass rush. It gets picked up, going over the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown right over the middle, and that goes to So that was right on to Hess, right in between two defenders for Bear River, and right away on a 3rd and 11 from the 25-yard line, Placer scores big. Figueroa in to kick the point. The ball will be held. Madrigal will be holding. So Placer making a statement here early on in this first quarter with 8:51 left to play, to the delight of the many Placer fans that have come out in this weather to watch this game. The kick is up and it is good. So 7-0 right away as the crowd comes to life here on the Placer side. Let's look at that replay of that touchdown pass. Plenty of time. They picked up the blitz right over the middle and nobody on him, and right over the linebacker, and the safeties had to come up and took him right into the end zone for the score. There's your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard. Placer Hillman on top early in this first quarter by a score of 7-0. So Bear River will get the kickoff, trailing now by a score of 7-0. 8:51 left to go in this first quarter. So Placer makes a statement with their passing attack in this rain. It has lightened up considerably. Just a few sprinkles now. Back to receive is Mastrella, and now it looks like Ucleri's back in, it looks like. No, that is Ucleri. Oh, he gets hammered at the 30. Whoa, he got hit hard. Here's that touchdown again by Placer, going back, and the quarterback looks downfield, and nice throw right on the money in between the defenders, and a big 7 points on the board early. So here come the Bruins. Voter now hands off to Ucleri. No, that is Mastrella over the left side, and that only picks up a couple. Gain of about 2 yards. So let's see what Bear River can do. They haven't thrown a pass yet. Let's just see if they're content to keep the ball on the ground. Fake handoff, rolling with the pass. He's looking to Wagner, and over the middle. Oh, that was to O'Brien. Almost an interception in there by Stranglin. Now that looked like that ball went to. I saw the 5. It looked like it went to Connor Hollister, number 45 for the Bruins. So another 3rd and long situation the Bruins are in. Looking to pass, big rush, and now he's going to start to run to the outside. He get the first down and out of bounds, and hit there. That is Jason Voter, the junior, carrying that ball, and he got the first down out on the 45-yard line of Bear River. So the first down of the game for the Bruins. Placer had a big pass rush, but they couldn't get to him. So 2 backs in the backfield in motion now. There's a pitch to Ucleri around the right side. He's got some running room. He cuts around, still on his feet, still going. He knocked forward to the 50-yard line, a gain of 5 yards. With this sloppy field, with this rain and everything, it's hard for the backs to make a cut. And that was quite evident there as Ucleri tried to cut back and lost a little bit of his footing. So still was able to pick up 5 yards, where it'll be now 2nd down and 5 on the 50-yard line. So Bear River comes up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Handoff. to Mostrella around the left side, and he puts his head down. Coming up, making a big tackle in there is Perez. So there was no gain on that play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5, another 3rd down and long for the Bruins. Plays being sent in across the way from Dwayne Zahner as he relays the plays into quarterback Jason Voter. So here come the Bruins. Right over the middle, and the pass is thrown too high and defended in there nicely by Owen Scott. Right on it. They probably wouldn't have gotten the 1st down, so Bear River goes with 1 first down and then 3 and out, so they'll be kicking. Olina comes into the ball game to do the kicking, and Placer will get another shot here in this first quarter. Bear River really unable to move the ball against this strong defense. There's the kick. It's a end over end. It's being taken in there, and there's a block in the back, and the referee, did he throw his flag? Yes, he did. That'll move him back 10 yards. Happened right in front of him. So that'll move them back 10 yards. They'll take over inside the 25-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They had a good return set up there by Placer, but unable to execute it with that block in the back. They'll step it off and they'll take it down to the 20, I believe. There it is. And they mark it at the 20-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for the Placer Hillman as they're up 7-0 here in the first quarter. 6:30 left to go. Here come the Hillmen. Oh, and jumping offside for Bear River, that was Austin Bays. He has been brought up on the defense. He's a freshman, and he was brought up to the JV a couple weeks ago, and now he's been brought up to the varsity. I watched him in practice on Thursday, and he's quite a player. So here's a sweep around the right side, and it's going to get a 1st down and more as they go into the sideline there. That looked like Scott, the ball carrier. So the Hillmen on the move again. They bring the ball all the way out to their own 40-yard line. Pride of Monaco is the quarterback for the. There's a reverse around the left side. Going to be picking up 5 yards very easily on the carry on that second handoff was Hess. Gets a quick 5-second down and just a little over 5 yards to go for the 1st down. Going back for the pass. They got 3 men in the pattern, looking deep. Got a man open, and it's tipped away at the last minute in there. Nice defensive play. That is John Voter, JV3 as they call him here at Bear River, and had touchdown written all over. It was a nice pass. That'll bring up 3rd down, just a little over 5. Here's the replay of that nice defensive work in there by John Voter. Plenty of time to pass. No pass rush. Right on the money. Going up for it the very last minute and just tipping it away from, that looked like O'Neill, number 3. Pass again. Looking. There's a flag down. And now he throws it. But it may be called back. He could go. He's only got 1 man to beat. That's going to be a touchdown, but I think it's going to be called back. And we got a Bear River Bruin on the ground. He's not moving. Oh, that is the new freshman they just brought up, Austin Bays, and he looks like he's in pain. I didn't see what happened. Oh, there was a holding against Bear River, and over the line of scrimmage pass, so they're going to negate it, so it'll bring up third down. It'll bring third down and just a little over 5, offsetting penalties. Well, that's good. Bays is this young man, just a freshman, is running off the field, limping just a little bit, but looks like he may be back in the game. So coming in for him on the next defensive play is Footlick, number 65. So that touchdown was called back by a double penalty. So now it's third down, going back to pass. Rush, and it's got, oh, and he dropped the ball. He turned his head before he had the ball. That was Scott, who just looked away as the ball got there to see if he had how much running room he had, and he ended up dropping the ball, and it'll be 4th and about a little over 5 for a first down, and Placer brings in their punting team. Back to kick is Frankie O'Neill. Back to receive is Uclary, back on about his own 30-yard line. So now timeout is called by the Bruins. Coach Logue is very animated about something over there. Didn't like we saw on the defense. Don't forget to join us each week and tune in to the Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. You can see it on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and Wave Broadband ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. And watch us on the Touchdown Productions YouTube channel. So go out to any one of those spots and pick up the game, as this is a barn burner here tonight. There's a good shot of the Placer High School Marching Band undercover, as the rain has kind of stopped here in the first quarter, and your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard shows Placer still up on top, 7-0 here in the first quarter. Uclary back to receive the punt. Good snap, almost blocked in there. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. That was John Voter, and it looked like Voter. Almost got that ball blocked for the Bruins. So now the Bruins will take over 1st and 10. They've only had one first down so far and not moving the ball very well against a strong Placer defense. There's a good shot of the Bruins in a huddle. Hollister comes out, one of the running backs. Fake the Uclary, and now he's going to looking to pass, and he throws it into the dirt, trying to get it to Hollister, and a big pass rush in there by the entire front line of the Placer Hillmen. Leading the charge there was Stranglin, and number I thought it was 71, but I don't have. Oh, there it is. And that was Capra. Quick pass out into the flat. That goes to Wagner, and Wagner looks like he got a first down as he hustled along the sideline. Quick pass right out into the flat. So Bear River picks up its second first down of the evening here. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. It's taken a long time to play this first quarter. There's a pass to O'Brien, and he gets hammered right at the line of scrimmage by number 41. That was Ryan Gray, the first one to hit him, is trying to take that pistol snap and run it right up the middle, but no place to go. Looks like Placer's been watching the game films of Bear River because that play normally goes for big yardage. Now Jason Voter back in the game to quarterback the Bruins here. Single back behind Voter. In motion is Clary. Low snap, looking. And now he's going to run it, and he's going to get about 4 yards. Good coverage in the secondary by the Placer Hillman. Looks like Bear River gets a holding call. That'll move him back. If they take it, let's see if they do. They will. They'll mark it off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll put the Bruins back on about their own 32-yard line, where they'll have it second and a long 23 yards. Fetter comes into the game for on the line for the Bruins. Two backs alongside of, and that's that quick out to Wagner, but they only had one receiver out in the pattern, and it was well covered by Markstein. Had him covered all the way, no problem on the Placer side. That'll bring up third down and long again. Well, let's see what they call here. Bear River just unable to get anything going. Quick kick. And it's going to take Bear River bounce, and it'll be down at about the 35-yard line. So Placer will now take over 1st and 10 on their own 34. They've had one touchdown already in this first quarter and one called back on a penalty. Take a look at the Hillmen there. Their uniforms are getting dirty. The field is wet out there. A keeper, and he's got some running room, and coming over and making a stop is Wagner. And number 84 hit O'Brien out of bounds, and the referee did not see it. Way after the play, and O'Brien is stating his case to the referee. Let's see what happens now as he breaks to the outside, and that was Wagner. And here goes on back to live action. And it's going to be a touchdown, 5 into the end zone. Boy, that was a big play there by the quarterback, Petrie Monaco. Wow, that was quick. Big run. And oh, that really hurts Bear River. Placer goes up 14-0 here in the first quarter with 3:18 left to play. Big run. Got 55 yards out of that run, that quarterback keeper. Nobody over on the right side, and there's a kick up for the extra point, and it's good. So right away, Placer makes a big statement, 14-0. There's your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard. All Placer here this first quarter. Bear River is yet to cross the 50-yard line, and Bear River is going to have to get together here. I don't think they've trailed all season by 14 points in the first quarter anywhere. So they've got some work to do, as Placer once again is bringing it to them. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 14-0 in favor of the Placer Hillmen. And we're ready for the kickoff. doing the kickoff will be, can't see his number. There's the kick, a strong kick. Going to be taken back on the 10-yard line by LeFebvre, and he breaks through and he gets up to about the 26-yard line where he stopped.
LeFebvre on the return across the 25-yard line.
Well, Bear River will take over on their own 25 to see if they can muster up some yardage.
First down Bruins.
Voter hands off around the right side for LeFebvre, and that goes nowhere. Maybe he picks up a yard or two, and brought down.
Brought down by number 78.
And another Bruin slow to get up.
A gain of 2, second down and 8.
That's like Connolly. In motion, Mastrella doesn't go. He's going to lay up now. He's going to throw a pass out here in the flat, and that's going to go for maybe 6 yards, and it'll be short of a first down by maybe a yard. Out of bounds. Coming up and making that stop was the linebacker. That was Rose. Oh, they're going to give him a first down. His forward progress. So now Bear River's got their third first down of the night. 2:21 left to go in the quarter. Bear River down by a score of 14-0. They've got to make something happen here pretty soon. They want to get back in this game. Voter now in motion to LeFebvre. Hands it off, cuts it up. Gets about 3 yards and then brought down in there by big number 41, Ryan Gray. We've called his number a lot here tonight as he's doing a fine job on defense.
Gain of 4, second down and 6.
So now Voter and LeFebvre go out, and in comes O'Brien. He's going to take the ball and run over the right side. He's got a few yards, gets a first down out to about the 50-yard line where they'll spot it. O'Brien on that keeper.
Takes the carry close to midfield.
And they're going to give him a first down on that.
Just across the Bear River 49-yard line.
That'll be first and 10. So two first downs in a row here for the Bruins. Two flankers out here to the left. In motion, that is Mostella going around there. They smelled that play, and coming up and making that stop in there was Logan Crawford for Placer. He wanted no part of that sweep, and nobody blocked him as he came in and smelled that play out right away. We'll take a look at that replay on that. Now, there's the handoff to Mastrella as he goes around the left side, but nobody blocked him, and coming in and nice tackle in there by Crawford for a loss of about 4 yards. So Bear River once again moving backwards with 50 seconds left to go in this first quarter. There's LeFebvre on the hand around the right side. He cuts it back up, but maybe gets 3 yards, and that's it. That'll bring up third down and long again. So now
third down and 11.
Bear River may let they're gonna let the clock run out. No, they're sending in the play down to 16 seconds, and let's see if they'll get this play off here. Looking to pass. He's got 3 in the pattern. Big pass rush, and going to be sacked in the backfield. Logan Crawford again on a big sack. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter, as it's been all Placer as they come to the sideline, and there's your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard. All Placer in that first quarter, 14-0, as Bear River is having a tough time getting across the 50-yard line. So they'll have to punt, and they'll now be punting from our left to our right as we begin the second quarter. Fine defensive play so far for the Placer Hillman, as they must have spent a lot of time watching Bear River game films this week, because they looks like they're in the huddle picking up those plays. So back to kick is Ben Olina, and back to receive is Perez. There's a kick off the side of his foot, and it's going to take a Placer bounce and go out of bounds about the 38-yard line, where Placer will take over in good field position. 1st and 10. So Placer starts this second quarter with a handoff and met at the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up a yard. Good coverage in there on the defense by Voter, making that stop.
Again, about 2, 2nd down 8.
Early in this second quarter, Placer making good progress. Inside handoff, and it's going to be, coming up and hitting him. That is, Connor Hollister just laid him out after a gain of about 3 yards. Whoa. Connor Hollister is one tough young man. You got to watch this tackle on this replay. Now watch as he breaks through the line of scrimmage, and it just comes up and just nails him. Both of them got their shook up a little bit there. So it's 3rd and about 7. And it looks like it was a handoff. You're going to get the first down. Everybody was fooled, even me. And that goes for a first down. That looked like Hess, the ball carrier. Another first down. They cross into Bear River territory on the Bear River 46. Bear River just doesn't seem to have a stop for him yet. So here come the Hillmen. Handoff. Oh, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Coming in and stopping him there is Gunnar Simpson. Gunner's played well all season on defense. Really nice young man. Good football player. There's a handoff around the right side, and that's going to maybe get a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and long for
across the 45-yard line to the 44.
In on the tackle there was
Brought down by number 71,
Cannon Fetter.
3rd down and 8.
Pride of Monaco comes in with a play from the sideline. Going back to pass, he got a big rush. And right open with nobody on him. Misses the tackle, gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. And that is O'Neill, wide open in between 2 defenders. And so once again, Placer converts on 3rd and long, and now they're in scoring opportunity again on the 11-yard line of Bear River. Bear River so far has not had a pass rush at all. Handoff up the middle, and that looks like Bruce. Here's a replay on that pass. No pass rush. And wide open, that is O'Neill, and as he runs in between 2 defenders and then coming up and making the stop for the Bruins is Krogman. So Bear River calls a timeout as we come back to live action, as the ball is spotted on about the 9-yard line, 8 or 9 yard line over there. And it'll be second down and about 8 yards for a first down. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Auburn's Black Bear Diner, Forest Hill Exit in Auburn. Campus Outfitters, for all your Hillmen wear, available at our probation photo table. Auburn Journal, supplying this year's game programs.
Bear River calls a timeout. There's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Placer Hillman threatening again. Second down and about 8. And 10 for a touchdown. End around, and there's nobody there. He'll walk it into the end zone. That play fooled everybody. And that was Hess, Austin Hess, as he goes around the left side. Nobody there. There was nobody for the Placer lineman to block, so that puts up another 6 point on the scoreboard here early in this second quarter. It's been all Placer High School. Figueroa comes in to attempt the extra point. Ball put down, snapped, up and good. Well, there is a fast start again in the second quarter for the Placer Hillmen. Your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard shows Placer Hillman on top over Bear River by a score of 21-0 early in this second quarter. There's Joey Montoya, the head coach of the Placer Hillman, in his 6th year of coaching. Yeah, he has come a long ways and grown into this position here as head coach. But you looking at him there yelling at his team, you'd think he was down 21-0. But he's a fighter, and he wants everything out of his kids that he can get, and he does. Very intense coach, and he's got his players tuned in tonight. Yep, a day late on a Saturday night, rare for high school football, and playing in the rain, but it hasn't rained since the start of the game, so that's good. Back to receive now. That is Ucleric trying to come up the middle. He's got an opening. Gets out to about the 28-yard line where he's brought down in there by number 25, Robbie Queen. Rose also in on the tackle. Oh, the Bruins will try to get it across the 50-yard line, and they're struggling, both on the passing game and the running game here tonight, as the defense for the Placer Hillman is really stout here. Single back in the backfield. In motion, a fake handoff, and it's a wraparound draw, and slipping and falling after a gain of 1 yard. That is John Voter, who had wide open spaces in front of him, but he just slipped and fell down. Nobody really hit him. Picks up about 2 yards, let's say 3 yards, and it's second down and 7. Now a timeout's being called. Checking out one of the linemen. Does he have an equipment problem? Nope, they're going to let him play. Ucleric around the left side. He's got some running room, and he's going to be tackled for a first down on and about the 43-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Bear River's coming out here with a little bit more intensity here as they've got to put some points on the board to get back in this ball game. There's a pitch to Voter trying to go around the left side, and he's going to get brought down after a short gain. That'll bring up second down and about 6.
A gain of about 4. Second down and 6.
Second and 6 for the Bruins. They're on their own 43-yard line. Hollister makes a shift. Handoff, try the other side with Uclari, and he tries to cut it up and no place to go. They're just swarming tackling in there by the Placer front men. Strangling also in on the tackle for the Placer Hillman. Brings up third down now and about 5.5.
Third down and 5.
So once again, Bear River will try to get across the 50-yard line. They're still struggling. Uclari fake handoff. Big pass rush, gets a block. He's got a man open. That's Wagner, and he just overthrows him. He had Wagner wide open on the play and just overthrew him. And that'll bring up fourth down. Bear River will have to punt again, just that close. Just out of the outstretched arms and the fingertips there of Wagner, Ryan Wagner for the Bruins. Put a good move on the defender, and he was wide open. Now Bear River will be forced to punt again with 6:36 left to go in this first half. Good snap. Here's the punt. And once again, it's another shank to the left by Olina. That's not like him to do that unless they're trying to keep it away from number 21 over there, Owen Scott. So here come the Hillmen looking to pass, and you're going to get sacked, and he throws the ball away. But I think that they're going to call him in the intentional grounding. He'll lose the. That'll be loss of down and the penalty. He was in the grasp, and so they. Oh no, they're going to wave it off. Wow. Let's see what happens here as Petro Monaco goes back to pass, but he's hit right away and he's in the grass, but he's still moving backwards, and he just throws the ball into the dirt. Good heads-up play in there by the quarterback. That'll bring up second and 10. Oh, they had him jumping, and they're going to throw the flag. Bear River entire front line jumped off side, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Unless it was. Yep.
5-yard penalty, bring up second down and 5.
Bear River's making a lot of mistakes here tonight. And it's costing them. That brings up now second and about 6, going back to pass, looking, got plenty of time. He's got a man, and he just overthrows him. That was intended. O'Neal. He was well covered in there by Davis and O'Brien. That'll bring up third down and about 6. Bear River has not been doing very well here tonight on third down and long that Placer's had. They haven't been able to cover them, so let's see if they can put a stop on here with 6:15 left to go in the half. There's this handoff to the second man through, and they came up and stuffed that. In on the first man to hit him was John Voter, and they'll force Placer to punt. So Uclari goes back to receive the punt from Frankie O'Neill. He'll be standing on about his own 30-yard line. So 3 and out for Placer. See if Bear River puts a rush on. High snap. Yeah, nice kick. Uclari backs up a little bit. And he fumbles the ball. He still doesn't have it. And who got it? It looks like, well, that was very dangerous. He didn't signal for a fair catch, and that was close call for the Bruins. Ball will be on the 8, deep in their own territory as they start this drive with 5:25 left in the first half. With, I believe, Bear River has not crossed the 50-yard line yet. Let's see what they can do deep in their own territory. They're going to inside handoff to Lestrella. He's still on his feet. He gets up to about the 15-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 14. Josh Matthews in on the stop for the Hillmen. In motion for, there's a pitch. Trying to get some blocking set up. Uclari's on the move, and he's going to get up to, he gets a first down, gets out to about the 24-yard line where he's brought down in there. Gums on the tackle.
First down, Bear River.
First and 10 for Bear River on their own 24-yard line. In motion Voter. It looks like a pitch, trying to sweep the left side, and that goes nowhere with Mestrella. And in on the tackle, looked like Rose. Second down and 11 yards for the Bruins. They've been put in these long second and third longs, and they have not been able to generate any offense. And this could, looking back, straight pass. Now he's going to run. He's looking to throw it, and he does. And that ball is complete at the 40-yard line. Almost intercepted. That was Mestrella. And coming up and making the stop was Dom Perez. And Bear River will pick up a first down. 3:46 left to go in this first half, as the Bruins have now got the ball up to their own 41-yard line. Take a look at the replay as he was almost going to be sacked, and he gets hit, but he throws the ball, and going up for it is Mestrella, and he ends up with a big catch and a first down. There's a handoff to Uclari. Almost lost the ball and dives forward, maybe a yard.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Bear River.
So only a short gain. That'll bring up second down and 9. In the game now is O'Brien. Normally when David O'Brien comes into the game, I'm sorry, Voter just went over the sideline to get the play. Normally when Voter hits for the sideline, they bring in O'Brien. So now, fake handoff to Uclari, looking, and he's going deep. He's got it. That's Wagner's got his. Oh, there's a penalty right there. Yeah, and now Wagner's right about that one, as he was, his arm was grabbed. That would have been a big. That would have been a big completion. That was Pierce, it looks like, who reached in there and grabbed his arm. That was 16. I'm sorry, that was Huston. Now they'll step off 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Well, that would have been a here. Now watch this. He launches it now. Just as Wagner goes up for the ball, he's going to get tackled and pulled away, and Now that was in the pros, the ball would have been spotted on about the 26-yard line. But because it's high school, they get a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, and the ball moves into Placer territory for the first time tonight. Quick pass out into the flat. That's Wagner. He's going to get tackled right away. Good hustle in there by the Placer secondary. Houston and Matthews. So just a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Going to pass again. Got 3 in the pattern, and he overthrows Uclari, but he had a big rush on him. And number 41, that's Ryan Gray for Placer, just really hammered Voter after he threw that ball. Big pass rush. That's one thing that the Bruins on defense haven't been able to do tonight, is get a pass rush on the quarterback for Placer. But the Hillmen are definitely got that in their playbook here tonight. So Wagner flanks out way to the left, looking for him over the middle, and he's gonna no place to go. And now he comes back for the ball, and it's overthrown, almost intercepted in there by O'Neill. Only one receiver in the pattern, and that's very dangerous when they can put 2 and 3 defenders on them. That'll bring up 4th down with 1:53 left. I think they're going to see if, I don't know if they're going to kick it or not. Let's see who comes in here. No, Olina is going to punt it.
Olina lines up in punt formation for Bear River.
So once again, Bear River is stopped after they moved the ball from their own 8-yard line. Another bad kick, but it gets a Bear River roll. It's going to go all the way on down to about the 4-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hillmen. So the Hillmen will take over deep in their own territory this time, and I think the ball will be spotted on about the 8. That's where Bear River took over last time, and now the Hillmen can just about run out the clock here in this half, unless I think Bear River's pretty much out of timeouts. I know they've called 2. They may have 1 left. If they can stop them, they may call a timeout, but they may just go into the locker room with trailing by 21 to zip. There's a handoff up the middle. Goes for about 5 yards, looks like. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run, 1:18 and counting. I think the Hillmen will be pretty content to take a 21-0 lead into halftime. They come up on the ball very quickly, hand off to the fullback, trying to sweep the end. He's going to try to stay. Whoa, he's going to get knocked out of bounds. Big hit in there. That will be short of the first down, so that'll bring up 3rd down. The clock stops with 1 minute left in the half. Let's see what Placer does here. Handoff, quick handoff, breaks it, cuts it into the middle. It's going to be a 1st down, and that should just about do it, as they'll stop the clock. But now going down and slow to get up is Feder. He's been in on a lot of tackles here tonight. He looks like he's a little worse for wear here. Is probably the biggest player on the field, but he's taking a beating here tonight on that defensive line for the Bruins. So the clock runs with 40 seconds. And there's a handoff. Oh, no, it's a fake handoff. Still on his feet and running some more, and gets out to about the 15-yard line. That was Hess again. I'm having trouble up here following the ball. Imagine what the players on the field are doing. That was, he keeps it for a pass. They look like they're going to go deep, and then he's going to run it, try to stay in bounds. No, they're going to run it, get it to the 45-yard line. That stops the clock with 15 seconds. Another first down for the Placer Hillmen as they started this drive on their own 8-yard line, and they're now out to the Bruins 45. Montoya sending in a play there, and let's see what they're going to call. They may try to get the ball in the end zone here. Bear River is not playing deep to stop anything like that. Now a timeout is called by Placer. I guess Joey Montoya is going to go for the juggler right here on a big play with 15 seconds left to go in the half. And there's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard showing that it's been all Placer Hillman here tonight, 21-0, as we're about ready to go into halftime. Good shot there of the offense, and the quarterback, Clark Monaco. Hope I got that right. There's a lot of syllables in that word. That name, I should say. Monaco. Good shot at the Placer Hills marching band. I don't know whether they'll be marching tonight at halftime. It stopped raining, so that might not be a... Field's a little soggy, but I don't think that'll stop the band any. So this could be the final play of the first half. And looking to pass down deep, and O'Brien's going to go up and intercept it. He does. And he's going to take the ball out to the 15 down the sideline. He's got an array of blockers in front of him. He's still on his feet. He's going to get it out to about the 43-yard line where it turns into a scrub. And that should just about do it. Wow, that was a lot of action there to wind out the first half. Whoa. O'Brien intercepted that ball on about the 2-yard line. I thought Joey Montoya would be pulling out all the stops on that play, and he had his man wide open into double coverage, but then closing in on it was David O'Brien. Picked it off at about the 2 and got it all the way back up to Bear River's own 41-yard line. So there's your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard. Placer on top of here at the half, 21-0. And we'd like to remind you, you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River and Placer football on Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the Foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Here at LeFebvre Stadium, Marty Mortensen, along with the Touchdown Production Sports crew, as the seniors are being introduced from the band, of all the band members tonight. And Dave Lawrenson is their teacher of this fine marching band. And so let's listen in and see what they've got planned for the folks here who endangered themselves in this weather here tonight, but fortunately I'm really surprised that the weather has stopped. There's another senior being introduced, stepping in the puddles.
George Lane, son of Evangeline Lane.
Looks like with all these seniors being introduced, they better bring some new band members in next year, because a lot of seniors are going to be graduating and be out of the band.
Adelaida Acosta and Balthazar Agueda. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our seniors.
There are the seniors who just got introduced.
It's really deep.
Placer's always had a great band here, and they always show up for the Kendall Arnett tournament. And now they're going to introduce the senior cheerleaders.
Megan Bernstein, daughter of Dawn and Cheryl Lang.
The senior cheerleaders are all bundled up here tonight.
Jasmine Burke, daughter of Victoria Burke. Courtney Cedarloff, daughter of Mark and Rhonda Cedarloff.
Courtney Cedarloff, one of the cheerleaders.
Annalisa Cox, daughter of Chris and Bridget Cox.
Molly Sakoth being introduced, another senior cheerleader.
Haley Fisher.
Haley Fisher going to be next to be introduced.
Hannah Hensler, daughter of Dan.
Kenna Hensler. She gets a big round of applause.
Amanda Hobbs, daughter of Karen. Sierra Hutton, daughter of Patrick and Rebecca Hutton.
Sierra Hutton. Like that name, Sierra. Well, there are a lot of senior cheerleaders being introduced here, along with the senior band members.
Jordan Scott, daughter of Joe and Gail Scott. And Emily Thurman, daughter of Steve and Melissa.
Emily Thurman.
Hillmen students, parents, and alumni, please stand and join
Here is the Placer Hillman marching band will now take to the field and serenade the fans. This is the Placer Hillman fight song as the crowd gets into it here. This song has been played several times this evening on 3 touchdown scores that Placer has made. So let's sit back and listen to the Placer Hillman marching band. There it is. Didn't miss a note. All right, I'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River and Placer football here on your Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
Accidents happen, and Trips Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Trips is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Trips works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Trips Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. 3rd generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Delta Home Loans has been matching home buyers with the right home loan since 1989. John and Suzanne Voter really know our market and know what it takes to get you into the home of your dreams. That's why they've been voted Nevada County's best. John and Suzanne Voter love to be part of our community and congratulate Bear River Bruin football team. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade & Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade & Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
Marty Mortensen here at the LeFebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Halftime has just about been completed. Both teams are back on the field. Your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard shows it's been all Placer Hillman, 21-0 here as we start the third quarter. And it's been quite a ball game as Bear River can't get anything going. I think they've only been into the across the 50-yard line on Placer's side of the field one time, and they did finish strong at the end with that interception by David O'Brien that picked it off at about the 2-yard line and took it all the way up to the 42 of Bear River. But Bear River's going to have to get something going here if they want to get back in this game. This has been all Placer, and they definitely have the horses here as they look very good tonight. They've scouted out this Bear River offense, and they are really putting on a clinic out there on defense. And this game is very important because one, it'll keep one of these teams undefeated going into next week with 3 wins in league play, and just about set the tone for the championship. And with the loss by Colfax last night for their second loss, and Bear River beating Colfax a week before, it doesn't, a Bear River loss doesn't really hurt them, but they've got to come back next week to play Center, and that's going to be a tough game because Center beat Colfax last night. So here we go with the start of the third quarter. Olena will be kicking off. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken up front on about the 25-yard line, and I couldn't see who returned that back. That looked like Houston, as my golfing friend Dwight Odom was standing up in my way, and I couldn't see, so I'll have to sit him down. He's a longtime Placer supporter, and he's been ribbing me all night. So anyway, we're having fun out here in the cold and rainy, damp weather, and the first player goes around the right side for little or no gain. And let's see, that ball carrier was Owen Scott. He's played well tonight. Wagner and the voter in on that stop, so a gain of about 4 yards. So here come the Hillmen, and they had early start there by, that was number 8 for the, that was Gums, Tyler Gums for the Placer Hillman. He jumped the snap count. That'll move him back 5 yards, and that'll bring up second down and about 12. There's a handoff to the fullback, and he gets stood up and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle was big number 71, and he's had a big game tonight. That's Cannon Fetter on defense for the Bruins. There's a good shot of the brothers, 73 and 71. Jacob Capra and Johnny Capra, both are high talented linemen that colleges are really looking at them here. There's a pass out, wide open for the first down, and there's a, looks like a flag win. No, that didn't see a flag. O'Neill once again on 3rd and long. Gets the pass from Pi Tramonico and brings up a first down. Big conversion on 3rd down for the Placer Hillman. They've been doing that all night. Bear River secondary just can't cover the backs out of the backfield. There's a handoff on a sweep, And a good block, and another good block, but that might have been a block in the back. I don't know if they're going to call it or not. Wagner's pleading his case. So that was into Bear River Bruin territory. I think there is going to be a block in the back over there, I think. Let's see how they call it. That could negate that nice run in there. Yep, block. Oh, they're going to call it against Bear River. That seems strange on a running play to get a block in the back and a holding against. Okay, there it is. Holding against Placer. Okay, he read that wrong. So now they're going to step it off against Placer on the hold, and that'll take them back where it'll be first and about 20.
First down and 20.
Well, that first and long or second and long or third and long doesn't seem to be able to affect Placer in any way. There's a keeper by the quarterback. Still got plenty of room to run. He's going to get about 8 yards on the carry. Good faking in there by Vaughn in on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd and 15. Rolling to pass, looking downfield. He's got a man and he's got just overthrown.
Petromonco's pass incomplete, intended for Owen Scott.
Petromonco just overthrew that. That would have been a big completion for a first down. He had plenty of time. No pass rush tonight by the Bruins. Unable to penetrate the two big linemen up there, Jacob Capra and Johnny Capra. Talked to their mother here at halftime, and Janine told me that they're both good college prospects. And there's a pass, and he throws it out of bounds, and it looked like that is a good defensive play in there by Gunnar Simpson, but he looks like he's holding his left arm as he put a big hit on the quarterback, but he's hurting. He's going to go off. So Ucleri's back to receive the punt. So Bear River holds. That's maybe a 5-yard penalty, or they're going to let him make him come off the game.
Timeout, Bear River.
Well, the Bear River called a timeout as they couldn't get a player in for Simpson. There's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Still, the score remains 21-0 here with 8:51 left to play in this third quarter. And be sure to join us next week as the Bear River Bruins will be hosting the Center Cougars. The Cougars, since their dequalification game that they couldn't against Placer, and now they come up to Lake of the Pines to visit the Bear River Bruins, and you can see all that action on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband Channel 20 in Auburn, and on Touchdown Productions YouTube Game of the Week. So look for the Bruins and the Cougars next week on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Ucleri back to receive the punt. High snap, and his kick, good kick, and he may have to let this one go, and he's going to. It takes a Placer bounce all the way down to the 15-yard line where it'll be. O'Neill did a fine job on that punt. He's played a good game tonight, Frankie O'Neill. the wide receiver, 6'1", 160 senior. So Bear River will take over deep in their own territory to see if they can put anything together on the start of this. Their first option in here in the third quarter. Handoff to Euclair around the right side. Turns the corner, gets a block, and gets run out of bounds at the 30-yard line where it'll a big gain by Euclair. Houston made that touchdown-saving tackle as Euclair, with his fine speed, turned the corner. Here's the handoff. He gets a block from Voter, turns the corner, and then gets all the way out to about the 30-yard line where Bear River will have it 1st and 10. And now there's a big hole for Voter, and he goes up for 15 yards for a big first down run. He got into the secondary and there was nobody around him. He just turned on the afterburners and got it all the way up to the Bear River 45-yard line. Timeout being called now by the Placer Hillman, and the defensive coach going out there and saying, hey, what's going on here? Bear River has come to play here in the second half. There's a good shot of the Bear River Bruins being accented by the Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 21-0 in favor of the Placer Hillman with 8:26 left to go in this third quarter, as Bear River is showing some movement of the ball down the field. There is Jason Voter, the quarterback, number 4. And Scott Savoy is out there talking to him. I was informed by Brian Hudson, the PA announcer for the Bear River High School for the football games, that Terry Logue took a hit on the sideline over there and hurt his knee on one of the plays in that first quarter. So looks like he's up and at him here now. So, but that's not good. Got to be agile over there on the sideline. Handoff to Euclair, but they smelled that play out, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to get thrown for a big loss. Wow. That was number 51, Nathan Rose. He has played a whale of a game on defense, and that was like that's not going to help his stats, and he has a 20-yard loss on that play. Wow. Mike, here's the replay on that as a handoff, but it was detected quite well in there by number 31. That was Crawford, but he got away from him, and then coming up to try to make the tackle was Gums. Couldn't do it, and then trying to outrun him, and he still couldn't do it. But then coming up with a big final tackle in there was Nathan Rose. So Voter now going back to live action, carries for maybe a yard, where it'll be, well, that was no gain on the play, and it's still now 3rd and forever here as Bear River looks into obvious passing situation. Let's see if they can put something together. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers out to the right. Voter gets a snap, looking, no place to go. Now he's going to get run down, and he fumbles the ball, and it's going to be picked up and then lost again, so I don't know who got it. Going down for it was Connor Hollister. Voter was trying to get way too much out of that and fumbled the ball. So now that'll bring up 4th down and about 18 for a first down. The punting team comes in, and Molina will come in to kick. He's struggling tonight with this wet football and wet turf. Back to receive is Perez. And so here's this good snap. There's a much better kick. And calling for it and fumbled, and let's see if Placer got it back. I think they may have. No, Bear River got the ball on the Placer 35-yard line. I thought a fair catch was going to be called, And coming up with that ball on that turnover, that is Jimmy Vaughn. No, now they're saying, oh, hold on. I don't know what happened there. I thought Vaughn came out of the pile with it. But no. So good break there for Placer as they'll take up the ball on their own 35, 1st and 10. Come up to the line of scrimmage very quick. And Bear River wasn't set. Now they got a big hole. And nice touchdown saving tackle in there by Uclary. Well, that'd have been a touchdown for sure. We're going to take a look at that replay on that fumbled punt. It came off, and then going down for it, it looked like Bear River had it. The referee signaled that they did. Vaughn came up with it, but to no avail, and running out of bounds there, step-toeing down the sideline, and that was Owen Scott. There's a holding call. That'll bring that nice run back by Scott. So that'll take the ball back to the 45-yard line of Placer. Well, now it'll be 1st down and about 17 to go. Bear River shuffles in a couple of different players. Coming into the game for Bear River is Salivar. Going back to pass, looking, got 4 in the pattern over the middle. That was the touchdown play earlier and nobody there. That's Owen Scott, another fine reception. The junior, 5'10", 150 pounds. So once again, Hillman come up big with the passing game. I thought the way this weather was going to be tonight, it was going to be a running game. Now watch this. Goes back, no pressure. Looks down at his 4 receivers downfield, right over the middle on a great play. Nobody around him. Somebody let him go, and down to about the 31-yard line. So here's a handoff over the right side, and coming up and making the stop was John Voter at the 29-yard line. Now that play would have gone for big yards if Voter hadn't got in there. Estrella comes into the ball game. Davis goes out. So once again, the Hillmen are on a roll here. 4:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bear River still struggling to get across the 50-yard line. And handoff and stopped at the line of scrimmage in there by Jimmy Vaughn, and then brought down a yard later by the rest of the defensive line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. Voter makes the final stop.
3rd down and 3.
There's a handoff back in the backfield. He didn't get out. Now the penalty flag goes down. Maybe a hold. The ball carrier was Owen Scott. It's going to be against the Hillmen. They're going to take the penalty and move him back. Holding from the spot of the foul. But that does not seem to be a deterrent against this fine Placer offense tonight, as they've had 3rd and 20, 3rd and 18, 2nd and 15, 1st and 20, and still haven't been, as Bear River hasn't been able to find a stop for them. Montoya sends in the play to his quarterback. Rolling out, looking. He's out into the flat. He's got it caught of a pass there, and he's going to be still moving forward, throwing back, still on his feet. And he lost about 8 yards, and that's O'Neill made that catch, but then lost yardage, so that'll bring up 4th down.
Ball will be spotted at the Bruins.
Where it'll be 4th and
4th down and 10.
10. And let's see if they're going to bring in the punting team. Yeah, it looks like O'Neill's going to go back to punt. So O'Neill's doing it all, catching passes, playing strong defense, and now doing the punting. Going to try to pin Bear River deep. Uclary is back to receive the punt. Unless they try to a fake. No, it's snapped back to O'Neill. He's going to kick for the coffin corner. Let's see where it's going to go out of bounds, and it takes a bad hop for Placer and goes into the end zone. Bear River will take over on their own 20-yard line and start their second drive of the quarter, as Placer has been running off a lot of time with their offense here in this third quarter. So there's your State Farm Mike Bratton scoreboard. Still 21-0, all Placer Hillman in the first half, and we've got 2:30 to play left to go in this third quarter, and there's your score, 21-0. Bear River now trying to put something together as they come out of the huddle. Going directly back to Pat. No, they hand it off, and there's a flag. Let's see what that's. That was handed off to Voter.
Flag down.
See if it was a hold or a face mask. It's going to. Bear River signaling that it was against. It was a hit to the head by the Placer Hillman on defense, and so that'll 15-yard penalty, and Bear River will have the ball all the way out to the, see where they spot it, on the 37-yard line, and now they'll take over again, 1st and 10. Jason Voter comes into the game with the play. One back in the backfield. Bad snap. And fortunately, Estrella was right there, fell on the ball as he was going to go by the quarterback. So a loss of about 5 yards.
2nd down and 13.
Bear River tonight is their own worst enemy. But you got to hand a lot of that to the Placer defense. There's a pass looking downfield. It's going to a wobbly pass. Could be picked off and then almost caught after the tip by Wagner. That ball is really slippery tonight, and Jason Voter's having a hard time grasping that and getting that ball to be a tight spiral. It just kind of floated up there, and the secondary for Placer almost had that interception. So it's 3rd down and long. Now Placer's been able to convert most of their 3rd down and longs. Let's see what Bear River can do here. Uclary fake handoff, looking down over the middle, and then the ball's dropped. That was intended for,
4th down.
looks like Hollister, and just dropped it. Wouldn't have got the 1st down, but it would have gotten them a few extra yards for the punt. So Alina comes in now and gets ready to punt. So once again, it looks like Placer will get good field position. Good snap. There's the kick. It's a squibber. They're going to let it go, and it's going to go on down. It'll be down in there by Jake Potts as he's 30-yard line. So once again, Placer takes over. First and 10. 59 seconds left to go in the third quarter. All Placer so far tonight. So here come the Hillmen. Quick handoff inside. Big hole opens up. It's going to go for a, still going. Boy, he carried. Wow, 12-yard carry. Carried the entire Bear River Bruin defense. And that was Owen Scott. But the two Capra brothers were leading the charge, just bulldogging the Bear River Bruins. We'll watch the replay on this as he was stopped for about 3-yard gain, and then all of a sudden he just bulldogged his way with the Capra brothers leading the way, and they ended up getting 12 yards on the carry. Wow, bringing him down for Bear River finally was Footlick. So now it's back to live action, and we've got second down and 9. Bear River looks worn.
And that will be the final play of your third quarter.
Here's a replay by nice camera work by Cody Hitchcock. We'll see him just drive the pile, carrying 3 Bruins, and they still can't bring him down. And finally Footlick, but just being bulldogged in there by the Capra brothers as they led the way, and a big game. There's Ron Roskelly of Placer encouraging his boys there. And there's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 21-0 here in the start of the fourth quarter. It's been all Placer, and Coach Logue is talking to his troops over there, along with co-head coach Savoy, and their Bear River is probably struggling the worst I've seen them all year. But you got to turn that around and hand it to the fine play of the offense by these Placer Hillmen. The two possible players of the game tonight from the Placer side of the field is Frankie O'Neill and Owen Scott. They've played a whale of a ball game, both offensively and defensively. Here's a reverse, and Krogman comes up, big number 35, and just spills him in the backfield for a loss of about 7 maybe. Third down and 14. Clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter as Placer offense no hurry to get anything started here, but Bear River has seen them in third and long and unable to stop it over the middle. Looking to pass again, rolling out, looking out into the flat. He's got his man, and he's going to get a first down. Unbelievable as they continue. Bear River continues not to be able to cover third and long. That went to O'Neill as he picks up the first down on third down in about 15. They have done that all night long. So the inside handoff, and coming up and making that stop is Fetter. He's played a great defensive game here tonight too. Another Placer doesn't seem to be fazed by losing yardage because they come up with the big plays when they need them. So here they come to the line of scrimmage. Again, two backs in the backfield. A keeper, as everybody goes around, nobody there. They thought got him wide open. Oh my goodness. That was O'Neal. Wow. His second touchdown of the night. Man, the faking in the backfield just really fooled Bear River. I mean, they had everybody running at the third back to get the fake handoff, and the quarterback all by himself with his receiver, Frankie O'Neal, down 15 yards behind anybody in the secondary for the Bruins, and a pass right on the mark, walked it into the end zone, and another 6 points on the board for the Placer Hillman. Ball spotted, snap, put down, and it is good. So let's take a look at that replay as great faking in the back. Faked to that first back through, then he faked to the second back, and then he stood there. Bear River thought it was a run. They thought had him sacked back there. The secondary, I don't know where they were. Nobody around. Look, there was 10, 15 yards, right on the money. Caught it at the 10, just walked into the end zone and put the ball down and said, "Thank you very much." And Frankie O'Neal, second touchdown of the night. Been great receptions on third and long, second and long for first downs. And they continue to shine out there against Bear River, who's only given up 14 points on the average per game. And they're putting a lesson on the Bruins here tonight. There's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 28-0. And here comes the kick. It's going to be a squibber, and it's going to go into the end zone as Uclari smartly lets it go. The ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line. So Bear River trailing by 28 points with 10 minutes and 11 seconds. And okay, Placer will now more than likely here be 3-0. Bear River be 2-1. Colfax will be 1-2. Center is now 2-1. So now the big game next week is the Center and Bear River game, which we'll be broadcasting next Friday night. So and Placer goes to Lincoln, and so back to live action, and there's a sweep over on the left side. He's still on his feet going down, and let's see where they end up spotting it, about the 35-yard line. Let's see. Big run in there by Uclari as he scampered around the left side. And Bear River's got to get something going here with 9:53 left as the clock continues to run. They've got to put something up here in a hurry just to get a little momentum into next week. There's a quick handoff, and that goes for no yardage. That was John Voder trying to take it up the middle and no place to go. A loss of maybe a yard. I think Bear River now realizes that they're not going to be able to put anything up on against this strong Placer defense, and I think they're just going to start running the ball and try to get whatever shape they can get in. There's a handoff to Uclari. Left side, he breaks open into the secondary, still going down across the 50, down to the 49-yard line where it'll be first down. Uclari's the bright spot here tonight for the Bruins, as he's broken a couple of big runs here tonight. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins in the Placer territory for only the third time tonight. Quick handoff up the middle as Voder steps to the side, goes over the left tackle slot, drives down for about 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
To the Hillmen 44-yard line.
2nd and 5 now for the Bruins, who almost got their deepest penetration in the game here tonight. Now officials timeout here. Now they say, okay, start the clock, and we're ready to go. Uclery hands off, trying to sweep the left side. He breaks away and scampers for a couple, and as a flag comes in, it looks like. And it might have been a face mask call. Let's see how that looked when it comes from that deep. Yep. Blow to the head by the Hillmen, so that'll mark off 15 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll give the Bruins 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line. Placer stop at about the 26-yard line, and that'll be a big, deepest penetration of the night for the Bruins, so maybe they can capitalize on something here. Mastrella and Wagner out to the right side, looking to pass, and he's gonna maybe run it. No, he's directing traffic, and the pass comes up short to Wagner, and that'll bring up the 2nd and 10. Good coverage in the secondary by Ante is in the game, and also Dom Perez. So it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Well, we got a break on the rain here tonight. It stopped in the middle of the first quarter, and no rain since. Handoff, right side. That still moving. He breaks to the outside and going down to the 5-yard line. Big run in there by O'Brien, who's come into the game as a halfback. No, he was in on that direct snap. I apologize for that. I didn't see Voter go out. So the ball's down to the 5, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Bruins. So now let's see if they can make something happen here. Voter back in, signal caller. Oh, he drops the ball, and he's got a fall on it. He was looking at all the different directions when the ball hit his hands. So that'll bring the ball back to the 10. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Matthias in the huddle there, along with Connor Hollister. Let's see if now it's 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. O'Brien in motion, didn't draw anybody. Now they got to call a timeout because Placer was they were going to try to get an offside call, but Placer did not take the bait, and they ended up holding still. And Bear River had to call a timeout with 6:47 left to go in this ball game. A lot of fans still here on the Placer side. The Bear River side thinned out a little bit, but still the diehards are in the stands. They're starting to get a little bit cooler here tonight. As your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard shows Placer Hillman on a runaway here, 28-0. 6:47 left to go in this ball game. And the whole bottom row, 5 looking big, ugly zeros for the Bear River Bruins. See if they can't do something here on 2nd and goal from the 10. They had a big win last week in the 4th quarter with only 3 minutes left to go in the ball game to beat Colfax. There's a handoff to O'Brien trying to go around the left side, and he's going to get brought down at about the 7-yard line, or the 8. That didn't fool anybody. Coming in and the right side of the Placer line made that stop. And Bear River had that big win last week against Colfax, which got them to 2-0 in league play. But tonight they're going to go home with a 2-1 record, still in great shape for the playoffs. And now a timeout's going to be called again by the Bruins. The Placer had a touchdown called back. Then they got the ball back, and they drove down the field, and the Colfax runner was driving into the end zone for a touchdown, and the ball was knocked away, I believe, by either Hollister or Krogman, and the ball went through the end zone. And so that means it was a touchback, and Bear River brought the ball out to the 20-yard line where they had 80 yards to go, trailing by 6 points. And they ended up driving down. They had 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the ball game, and they drove it down within 2 minutes. They scored on a Uclari touchdown going over the right side, and then kicked the extra point by Alina, and they won 21-20, so it's a very exciting game. But tonight's a different story. Back to action, and rolling out is Voter. He's trying to get somebody in there, and and it's tipped. Oh, great defensive play in there. That was Ante came over, and that had touchdown written all over it. And let's see what they're going to call. I don't know if there's a penalty called or not. Looks like Jason Voter's not too happy about something as he saunters back to the huddle. Let's see what the referees are going to call. It's going to bring up 4th down, whatever. Illegal. I guess he crossed the line of scrimmage. That's lost it down, so that'll be 4th down, and the ball will be moved back to the 13-yard line, and this is do or die here for the Bruins as they try to figure out a play to send into Jason Voter. He's looks like he's hurt a little bit out there too. He's kind of holding on to his side. Now he's going to have to come over. They may get. Now he's got the play, so let's see what they call. This is the whole night for the Bruins here. Now a delay of game penalty. No, now Placer calls a timeout. Don't forget now, we've got over 1,500 sports telecasts dating back all the way to 1997. You can order any one of those games that we've got. We've got a combination of baseball, football, volleyball. I mean, we've got it all in the Touchdown Productions Sports Library. So you order your DVD, now available on touchdownproductions.com/store, and or give a call to Touchdown Productions at 274-2206 and order up your DVD of any previous game dating back to 1997. Some of them could be my favorites. I've done quite a few of those games, so I'm still on the payroll. So I guess Gil likes what I'm doing here. So you can pick up some of those games. And now we're coming back once again to 4th and 3 receivers way out to the left. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to throw one into the end zone, and it's going to be gone up and caught, and a flag going to go down. That was intended for Wagner. I think one of the defensive players came over the top for the Hillmen, but let's see what they call. Didn't look like an offensive pass interference, but in the end zone, a ball will be spotted on the 2-yard line, I believe. Yes, it was. I thought I saw one of the defenders come over the top. Oh, they're going to step it off half the distance to the goal, and that'll bring up 4th down again. It might be an automatic 1st down. That's what I thought. There you go. Automatic 1st down, so Bear River gets a chance for 4 more downs to punch it into the end zone. The ball will be spotted on the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bruins on a big penalty in the end zone. I didn't see who the defender was that came over the top, but Wagner had his hands on the ball, and just before he was hit, before the ball got there. So here come the Bruins, and now another timeout's going to be called by Placer. There's no doubt on what the outcome of the game is going to be here with only 5:53 left to go. And Bear River unable to move the ball at all during the whole evening. But apparently the Placer defensive coach says, I'm not going to let Bear River score on me here tonight, even down on the 6-yard line with 1st and goal. No, you're not going to score, so he gives encouragement to his team. Don't forget next week, these Cougars with a 2-1 record come in to meet the Bear River Bruins, and that could be a big playoff game spot. 2-1 versus 2-1 next week, and the winner of that game will be in the driver's seat also for a playoff spot. So we'll have to see how that goes, as Bear River will have to regroup during the week and see what they can do at home against the strong Center Cougars. Okay, here come the Bruins. Voder and Uclari in the backfield. It's going to be a rollout. They're looking for Uclari in the corner of the end zone, and it's knocked down. It was I guess it was intercepted maybe. No, let's see, was it? Yes, it was. It was intercepted by Frankie O'Neill, and there's our player of the game. No question about that now. He sealed the deal. O'Neill came through right there. And Stuckey Engravers. And the player of the game. So now I didn't understand. Well, maybe that was 4th down. Okay, I've got to go check this. I thought it was 1st and goal. The PA announcer said 1st and goal, but so that it was. I have to look at the sideline to see the 4th and goal. That's why they brought it out to the. I thought it was an interception. I apologize for that. That ball's thrown into the corner. You got Uclari there, and also coming over is Wagner. But then the ball is knocked down. A good defensive play in there by O'Neill. And so apparently that was 4th and goal. I thought they gave with that interference in the end zone gave them 1st and goal. I apologize for that. So now here come nice run in there by Pierce. He brings it all the way on out to about the 20-yard line, and he sidesteps the defense of Bear River and picks up some big yardage. Uclari comes out. They're taking extra time in the huddle. They come out quickly now to the ball. And there's a handoff up the middle to Pierce, and he gets hammered hard. And that is a little payback time by John Voder. And now a penalty is going to be called. Let's see who they're going to be calling on. That's Krogman. He's an intense player. And let's see if they're going to hit him for a penalty. Was a good tackle by Voder. And it's going to be against Placer. Personal foul, and that went against. No wonder Krogman was so upset. He's definitely intense out there. That'll move it back to the 10-yard line, half the distance of the goal, and so now they'll start with 4:22 left in the ball game. Still 28-0. And it'll be 1st and 20. There's a handoff over the right side. Big hole, and still carrying the ball, still going all the way on down. Finally being brought down by Salivar. That was Markstein, the ball carrier, number 22. He got most of that yardage back that was lost, so now it's 2nd and about 6. Maybe 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run. Now they come out to the inside handoff, going again, and big yardage, gets the first down. That is Halbert. Vaughn makes the tackle, and another first down, and the clock will start with 3:15 left. A couple of fresh uniforms in there for the Placer Hillman. There's the handoff. Trying to take over right tackle, but no place to go. Leading the charge in there was Connor Hollister. So next week, Placer goes over to Lincoln to play. Lincoln has yet to get a league victory. And so they could come back to go to play on the road with Placer with a 4-0 record. And that would be the leading team in the PVL here. So trying to go around the corner and coming up and making a big tackle there was Voder. Threw him for a loss. Yeah, last year Lincoln was co-champions with center. Oh, no, Placer was. I'm sorry. Placer was co-champions with Lincoln. I'm sorry. I'm confused here. It's getting late. It's cold. 1:40 left in the ball game. Center and Placer were co-champions. We'll get it right. And yeah, and then they get a free ride this year. So there's a handoff. Oh no, and it comes around the left side. I was faked out again. And carrying the ball was Hess. And he goes for about 5, maybe 4. 1:12, the clock continues to run. They can just bring in the clean uniforms now, and let's just see what happens as both teams shuffle in players. It'll be 4th down. Placer's got a big squad with a lot of depth, and that takes its toll on teams that are having their players play both ways. There's a good snap. There's the kick. It's kind of a end over end. It's going to take a Placer bounce, and it's going to go on down to about the 32-yard line. Bear River will take over with 32 seconds. And I think that if to negate any injury at this point in time, I think they ought to just take a knee and wait for next week. All Placer here tonight as they put up a great defense, a great offense. Both sides of the ball were tough. And so let's see what Bruins with 31 seconds. Let's see if they're going to run a play. Well, I guess they will, but still trying. They're going to run a pass. He's got Wagner wide open. They're going to be sacked And that should just about do it all the way back to the 15-yard line. Coming in there was Gums. And also Logan Crawford has played a great game here tonight. They ended up with a big sack. And the clock continues to run down. Your executive producer and director for tonight's game, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Your camera operator is doing a great job here tonight, where Sanyu Enos and Cody Hitchcock. And Cody did a nice job tonight, making his Game of the Week debut on Touchdown Production Sports Network. Your announcer, by myself here tonight, stumbling and bumbling, was Marty Mortensen. And the remote facility is provided by the Commander 2. Commander 2 Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service, and Reedy's Auto Parts. Player of the Game Award, Bill Slade and Sons Trucking, Stuckey Engravers, and that was Frankie O'Neill, our player of the game for Placer. Great game, both offensively and defensively for him. Bill Slade. And there's Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP. Both teams have congratulated each other, and don't forget to tune in each week. Next week it's Center and Bear River. And for Gil Dominguez, the Touchdown Production Sports crew, this is Marty Mortensen saying thank you for joining us here tonight. And we'll see you next week at Bear River when Center comes to town for second place in the PVL standings. It's Touchdown Production